welcome to your reading, Libra. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. For cross watchers, keep in mind that energies go both ways. Feel free to interpret the direction of the messages as it best resonate with your own personal situation. Also, if you need a personal reading, keep watching to know how to get selected for a free 30-minute reading. Now, let's see what messages we have for you today. Let's see what type of energies are in your environment at this moment in time. Very interesting. We already have both the Lovers and the Devil, the two opposite cards. Okay. All right. This is definitely an interesting reading already. And we have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Honestly, this is one of the most beautiful cards you can have at the beginning of a reading. I love when they start like this because overall, what this talks about for you, Libra, especially in this case, is happy changes. This is something that can really fix an issue that maybe you have been experiencing for a long time now, or something that will bring that change that you were waiting for, hoping for, something that will definitely make things easier for you. And we can all use that. We can all use some luck. So what we see right in the middle of the reading is the Hangman crossed by the Lovers. We see how these two major arcana are actually almost fighting against each other. We see number 6 and number 12. You see that right here, there is a lot of love, 50% of love and perhaps 50% of frustration and sadness as well. What I'm seeing here is that you are thinking about someone who, at times at least, makes you feel very good, makes you feel happy, or at least in the past, they had that ability to make you feel as though everything was going to be fine, as if the world was near to perfect. And right here, you see how that feeling perhaps deeply impacted what you wanted, how you live your life, your goals, your future vision as well. And so right here, we see how that connection, at least at first, was absolutely amazing. And it made you feel as though you were accomplishing a lot as well, because sometimes we tend to settle for situations that we know already are not good for us. But, you know, at least we're not alone. At least we are with someone. Sometimes we tend to make those mistakes. But with this person instead, it felt right. It felt as though this was a healthy choice for you, other than being a choice that made you happy and gave you that love that you really cherished at the time. So we see that strong bond, but we see also the Hangman right there, which it's adding that 50% from 6 to 12, right? And it's adding that energy that unfortunately is making all of this beautiful potential outcome not coming up, not showing up, and not fully manifest to you. This Hangman, it feels like someone is sacrificing something. They are feeling stuck into a situation and they cannot let go of it. This could be, we will try to, of course, clarify this card and understand what's the energy behind it. But right now, it feels like someone is seeing the potential, but they're not fully letting themselves go, letting themselves experience this situation. There is something right here that they're keeping for themselves by sacrificing the beautiful outcome that this connection can definitely have. And so right here, you have to keep in mind that with the Hangman, this is not something that someone cannot control. In fact, the Hangman shows someone that puts themselves in that position. And we have to understand why. What is the source of your frustration at this point? What is happening here, which is not allowing that lover's energy to fully come out on the surface. Now, we were saying how we have the lovers and we have the devil. These two are really seen as two opposite energies. And I immediately see, in fact, in your focus position, the devil, an energy that talks about focusing on things that are not making you feel happy at all. Perhaps right now your focus is on this connection, trying to figure things out, trying to understand what's really happening right here. And it's not easy. It's not easy to understand. And that's why you keep thinking about it, trying to find a reason why certain things are happening or certain things are not happening. Right now, you're experiencing the dark side of that beautiful connection. And it's overall something that you want to stop, you want to get out from. As long as you can get some answers and understand better what the situation is about, you'll be able to understand what move to make next. Instead, right here, you almost feel like stuck, as we see there with the hangman, in a limbo, in a situation that it's not making you go anywhere. So right here with the devil, perhaps you're also focusing on something that this person might have done or might have said in the past or recent past, something that you cannot get out of your head and it still impacts you. Perhaps it still hurts you a little bit. And you are wanting to understand as much as possible, hoping that once you understand what this is about, it will hurt less. Now, in your past position, 2 of Wands, we see how this connection required a lot of courage from you. And I completely understand why. The 2 of Wands talks about getting out of your comfort zone. And that's exactly what you had to do with this person. Perhaps you're not the type of person that usually opens up their heart very easily, but in this case, it felt right. It felt as though not opening up your heart to this person was maybe not even an option, you know? And so right here, I see you truly going for something that was beautiful and scaring at the same time. So this is where you're coming from. And maybe right now you're trying to understand if this is a pattern. That's something very important to actually figure out, because we don't want you to end up in a place where you start thinking, you know what? Every time that I open myself up, every time that I express my feelings to someone and I am honest and transparent about how I feel, this is how it ends. In a situation where the other person maybe says something or does something that will hurt me. And that's not the case, Libra. We are human beings, of course, and we live on patterns. But this is not a pattern. This is a specific situation that it's happening today. And maybe it's not actually even what you think it is. Why do I say that? We will see soon the messages in your hidden energies position. And this, to me, it will make you realize that things are actually going towards the right direction. But for now, we see that you're in your strength position. We have the 8 of Pentacles. And this is all about focusing on you, working on something that will distract you from this. You know, when you have the devil in your focus position, you're constant thinking about the situation, about the person, about the past, about why certain things were said or done. It's going to eat you alive, Libra. Don't do that to yourself. First of all, because that's not healthy, and you deserve to be okay. You deserve to feel good, regardless of what you're going through. Force yourself to not keep thinking about this situation. Go out, hang out with friends, listen to music, go for a drive somewhere. Just distract yourself. But also, second, you shouldn't do this because you actually don't know, but this person is feeling very similar to the way you are feeling right now. And we will see it in a second. But for now, just focus on you. Distract yourself. And overall, just don't let these thoughts suck you into a scenario where all you do might be thinking about why, how, when, what comes next. Don't do that to yourself, Libra. Now, we are starting to see the other person. We are starting to see their energy. And honestly, it's definitely surprising right here. At least from the way I've seen you up to this point, because you might be feeling as though this person has just tricked you into a situation where they don't care very much, but you do. Instead, here we see that things are different. Supporting the reading, the Nine of Swords. Someone here is actually having a hard time sleeping, and it's not you. This person right here is overall pessimistic, and I'm starting to see into their actual energy, Libra. This person seems to be someone who has that tendency to sabotage themselves. 12, hangman, that 50% of energy, negative energy that we were seeing comes from this Nine of Swords. And this is someone who really wants to go for love. They are looking for love, and when they find that, they are at their happiest. But then 1 minute later, this is where the other energy kicks in, and they start overall do things that they don't want to do, say things that they don't want to say. This person seems to have a destructive mind, and overall they are hunted by something, hunted perhaps by the past or by a potential negative outcome, hunted by what could be if things were not to work out. I see definitely a lot of difficulty here from this person in fully letting go. But hidden energies coming towards you. Someone is going to open up their heart to you. This is very important, and it's really determining a turning point with the Wheel of Fortune, and oh my God, with Death Rebirth as well. The cards seem to be talking about a transformation, a change coming up, which will start with someone just being honest with you. And this is where things should really be, regardless of the mistakes, regardless of the issues. If you have that communication, things could be so much easier. And right here, we see how your heart is going to awaken again, how feelings are actually, good feelings are actually going to come back into a situation that maybe at this point just made you feel stuck. This overall feels like a situation that has been going back and forth, in and out of love for a long time. Looks like someone here says, I love you, and then I hate you. This is really everything into one container. And overall, doesn't matter how long this has gone for. You know, love is not enough. You really need to have communication and to truly listen to the other person and understand what they really need, what they really want. Overall, cooperate, working together on this. And you, Libra, you are a cooperative sign. You're very diplomatic. You definitely feel emotions, but when it comes to fixed situations and making a relationship successful, you understand that there are rules. And if you play by those rules, you can actually achieve major happiness. Does your person understand this concept? Very simple concept as well. So let's see right now. Let's focus on this Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and Death Rebirth. We clearly see a new beginning. We see love coming back into your life. And we see someone who's truly being transparent and honest about how they feel, without games, without strategies. Is this person that we see here the person that we talked about up to this point, or is this going to be someone new? Let's see what those cards are about and how they're going to evolve in the near and distant future as well. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, just follow me in the extended video link below in the description box. Also, Libra, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers that have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails for confirmation every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Libra, and thank you so much for deciding to support the channel. Now, what we have seen in this reading is clearly a situation that could be beautiful. Look at this. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune coming up twice. We see something that is about to change profoundly, Libra. But overall, up to this point, this change has been feeling like a miracle, like something impossible, that it's never going to happen because of everything that you've been through up to this point. Look at this, Nine of Swords. We clearly see someone who is sabotaging a beautiful connection, and trust me, regardless of who this Ace of Cups is going to be, this person is going to regret doing this to you, doing this to this relationship, and doing this to themselves. And so right here, we are seeing how something that can be beautiful, unfortunately, hasn't been up to this point. And overall, you are in need of answers. And I don't blame you, Libra. Not knowing why certain things are happening, and if there is a potential for fixing things and making this situation successful, not knowing all of that can become very daunting. But right here, clearly, the cards are now showing you all those major cards that bring change, and bring a change that is unavoidable, the Tower. Now, I do believe that the key to understand what's coming towards you resides into this Ace of Cups, and then all the cards that are surrounding it. So let's immediately focus on this Ace of Cups, and let's see what that's about. Let's see what energy that brings to you, and what it's going to be revealed to you that you didn't see before. My God. Someone's energy has completely changed. Look at this. Okay. And I see why. So, Libra, what we're seeing here is someone who has actually been trying to